Welcome to your intermediate Vinyasa yoga flow for a strong upper body. Today we'll be working on building core and arm strength to pair off with the lower body strength class, which I will link down below. This is a really great flow to do on a regular basis to help build up more strength and stability in your overall yoga practice. So we'll begin today in child's pose. Go ahead and make your way on your mat. Bring the big toes together and spread the knees as wide as is comfortable. Bring the arms out in front of you with the fingertips reaching towards the top of the mat, and let the forehead rest gently on the ground. Take a couple of deep and slow breaths here, giving yourself time to fully arrive and settle into your body. Before we begin to move into our practice, I'd like to remind you just to be gentle with yourself. Wherever you are in your practice today, whatever you can or can't do, just try to give yourself a little grace. The yoga practice isn't about competing or accomplishing anything. It's really about the connection to the breath and the movement. And it's about cultivating a sense of harmony within ourselves. So I invite you to remember this today and throughout the rest of your practice. We'll take a few more breaths here, beginning to breathe deeply in and out of the nose. And then slowly start to rock the head from side to side, massaging out the forehead and the temples. Bring your head back to center, press into your palms to lift yourself up into tabletop. Coming onto the hands and knees and setting yourself up for a strong foundation. Joints stay stacked. Fan the fingers out wide and press firmly into the knuckles. Feel the wrists and arms engaged. We'll move through a few rounds of cats and cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly for cow, lift the gaze. As you exhale, push the floor away with your hands and round through your back for cat. Inhale, tilt the tailbone up, drop the belly, push the chest forward. Exhale, pull the belly up towards the spine. Move through this a few more times, keeping the arms strong and belly engaged. Really trying to focus on the breath and finding that sense of connection to each and every movement. Wherever you are, come back to a neutral spine, flat back. Tuck your toes under and press into your palms to lift your knees up, allowing them to hover a few inches up off of the mat. Hug the belly in, keep the breath steady, and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, come into downward facing dog. Press into the hands and feet, relax the head and neck, and then start to pedal out to your down dog. So bending each knee one at a time to stretch out the calves and the hamstrings. Breathe deep into the belly and feel the backside body broaden and expand. Find stillness in your downward dog, and we'll start to engage more upper body and core strength by finding one arm down dog. Bring your weight into your feet and right arm and slowly begin to come onto your left fingertips. Option to stay here or bring your left fingertips back towards your left toes. Keep the breath going. If you'd like to test your balance, you can lift your left arm all the way up, keeping it extended alongside your body. Hold where you are for 3, 2, and 1. Release your left hand back down into down dog. Take a breath here, and then we'll switch sides. Bring your weight into your feet and left arm. Come on to the right fingertips. Option to bring your right fingertips to your right toes. Hold here, or lift your right arm up alongside your right body. Squeeze the inner thighs together and keep pressing into the left palm. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Place your right hand down and come back into downward facing dog. Keep the feet where they are. Using your upper body strength, walk your hands back towards your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Now we'll warm up the wrists. Extend the left arm out in front of you with the wrist flexed and fingertips pointed up. Use your right hand to gently pull back all 5 fingers towards your body. Keep the shoulders relaxed and breathe. Gently release and roll the wrist out a few times. And then place the palm facing forward with the fingertips facing down. Gently pull the fingers back towards your body again. Breathing here. Release and then roll it out. Now we'll switch sides. Extend the right arm out in front, wrist flexed, and then use your left hand to pull the right fingertips back towards you. Gently release and roll the wrist. Palm facing away with the fingers pointed down this time. Pull the fingers back, being mindful and gentle. And then release and roll out both wrists. Interlace the fingers end to a fist, pressing the palms together, and start to roll out both of your wrists, moving in one direction and then the other. Shake out your hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk the hands back out to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into high plank, wrists stacked under the shoulders. Moving into chaturanga, take a big breath in, shift your weight forward, shoulders come past the wrists. As you exhale, lower halfway, bend the elbows, keep them hugged in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Take one breath here. On your next inhale, roll the spine forward into high plank. Drop the forearms down to the ground for forearm plank. Forearms parallel to each other and the body is in a straight line. We'll come into forearm side plank. Bring your right arm in slightly. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Stack the legs and reach your left arm up. Keep the abdominals engaged and hips lifted up high. Press down into the right forearm. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring your left arm overhead, bicep to your ear. Gaze down, left forearm comes down, and then we'll switch sides. Left arm comes in slightly, roll onto the outer edge of your left foot and stack the legs. Reach your right arm up, press into the left forearm to come out of the shoulder joints and lift the hips. Take a big breath in. Exhale, extend the right arm up and over, bringing the bicep to the ear. Gaze down, come back into forearm plank and take one breath here. Come back into plank pose, pressing yourself up onto the palms. Downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Three-legged dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale to square off the hips, bringing the weight even in both hands. Engage the core, press into the palms. We'll find some movement here. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, hug your knee in towards your nose, rounding through your upper back and coming onto your left toes. Inhale, extend the leg back up. Again, exhale, round knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest and step your right foot forward in between the hands. Find stability. As you inhale, reach the arms up for high lunge. Hug the ribcage in, lengthen the tailbone down towards the ground to stabilize the pelvis and engage the core. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, find airplane. Sweep the arms behind you, palms face down, belly towards the thigh. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, lift. Exhale, airplane. Inhale to lift. This time, exhale, warrior 2. Chest and hips open towards the left side. Weight even between the legs. Arms parallel to the ground and gaze forward. Stand strong through both legs. And we'll find some movement here. As you inhale, straighten out the front leg and reach the arms up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, warrior 2. Once more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Flip your front palm, lean forward, and then reach your left arm up and over, bringing the bicep towards your ear, coming into an active extended side angle. Imagine as if you were holding a beach ball in between your hands, actively pressing the palms towards each other and engaging the sides of the body. The legs are strong and the breath is steady. Come back into warrior 2. And then cartwheel the hands down. Step the right foot back to meet the left foot, plank pose. Bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Come into side plank. Spin onto the outer edge of the left foot and stack the right leg on top. Keep the left hand stacked under the left shoulder and extend your right arm up. Core engaged, hips lifted. Breathe here. Moving into wild thing, place your right foot behind you and lift your hips up high. Open your heart. Stay grounded in your left arm. Breathe. Come back through center. Place your right hand down and keep your right leg lifted, knee bent. Pivot on the left toes, coming onto the inside of the left foot and turn to face the left side of the mat. Come onto the left fingertips and then lift the left arm all the way up. Keep the right knee bent and core engaged. Option to extend the right leg, testing your active flexibility. Good. Left hand will come down. Find plank pose. Optional vinyasa here. Take it if you'd like, or feel free to come straight into downward facing dog. Take a breath in your downward facing dog, and then we'll switch sides. Three-legged dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, square off the hips, weight even in both hands. Engage the core, press into the palms. Finding some movement again. One more inhale. As you exhale, hug your knee in towards your nose, rounding through the upper back. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, round knee to nose. Inhale, extend. exhale, hug the knee into the chest and step your left foot forward in between the hands. Find your foundation, squeeze the legs together, and then inhale, high lunge, reach the arms up. Soften the shoulders, press the hips down. Taking a big breath in, as you exhale, find airplane, sweep the arms behind you, palms face down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lean forward, airplane. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, airplane. Inhale to lift. Exhale, warrior two. Chest and hips open towards the right side, weight even between the legs and arms parallel to the ground. Gaze forward. Finding some movement, inhale, straighten out the front leg, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, warrior two. Once more, inhale. Exhale, release. Flip your front palm, lean forward, and then reach your right arm up and over, bringing the bicep towards your ear, coming into that active extended side angle. Again, envision a beach ball in between your hands, actively pressing the arms towards each other and engaging the sides of the body. The legs are strong, breath is steady. Come back into warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down. Step the left foot back to meet the right foot, plank pose. Bring your right hand to the center of the mat and come into side plank. Spin onto the outer edge of the right foot and stack the left leg on top. Extend your left arm up, core engaged, hips lifted. Breathe. Move into wild thing. Place your left foot behind you and lift your hips up high, core still active as you open your heart. Stay grounded in your right arm. Good, come back through center, place your left hand down and keep your left leg lifted, knee bent. Pivot on the right toes, coming onto the inside of the right foot, turn to face the right side of the mat. Come onto the right fingertips and then lift the right arm all the way up. Keep the left knee bent and belly hugged in. Now option to extend the left leg. Challenge yourself here. Hold. Good, one more breath. The right hand will come down. Find plank pose. Again, optional vinyasa here. Take it if you'd like, or you can come straight back into downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, find a restorative child pose. Drop your knees down, bring the knees together, and rest the arms alongside the body with the palms face up. Take a moment to come back to your breath. Find the connection of your inhales and your exhales. And take a quick moment to give thanks to your body for allowing you to move and cultivate more strength. With your next breath, gently lift yourself up. We're going to prepare for dolphin pose, also known as Ardha Pincha Mayurasana. We'll prepare to come into this first by finding forearm plank. So bring the forearms down on the mat parallel to each other. You can also choose to interlace the fingers into a fist, which is how I personally like to come into dolphin. This might also make it more accessible to you if you tend to have tighter shoulders. Just make sure to tuck your bottom pinky into your fist. And then go ahead and tuck the toes and lift the knees for your forearm plank. Press into the forearms and engage your core. Now from here, begin to lift your hips up and allow your head to rest in between the arms. Your head is lifted up off of the mat, so just as you would in downward facing dog. Walk the toes in and see if you can straighten out the legs. This is where some hamstring flexibility definitely helps, but you're welcome to keep the knees bent here if you need to. The heels are reaching for the ground, but they don't necessarily have to touch. Keep pressing into the forearms to keep the head lifted and to prevent yourself from dumping weight into the shoulder joints. Take a couple more breaths here. Now, option to stay here. If you'd like to challenge yourself a bit, you can come into one-legged dolphin by lifting the right leg up and grounding down through the left foot. Keep the hips square and weight even between the forearms. One more breath. And then lower the right leg down and switch sides. Lift the left leg up. Breathing deeply, strong through your core and arms. And then place the left foot back down. From dolphin pose, drop the knees down and come into a seated position at the back of the mat. Hips on top of the heels. Start to roll the shoulders up towards the ears and then down the back. Once you've done this a few times, go ahead and extend the arms out wide. Bring the right arm across the body and hook it with your left arm, getting a deep stretch in the shoulder. Breathe here. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Extend the arms out wide again and then bring your left arm across the body and hook it with your right. Breathing here, relaxing the shoulders down. Slowly release. Interlace the hands behind your back into a fist, straighten out the elbows and draw the fist down towards the ground. Lift the chest and broaden the collarbones. Taking one more breath here. And then release the hands and come into a seat with your legs bent in front of you. So soles of the feet are hip-width distance apart and flat on the ground. Place your hands behind you with the fingers facing forward. We'll come into reverse tabletop. As you inhale, press into the hands and feet to lift the hips and to get a deep stretch in the arms and shoulders. Let the head fall back if it's comfortable for your neck. Take one more breath. And then lower the hips down. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Ground down through the heels, lengthen through your spine. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, extend the arms forward, reaching your hands for your feet, your ankles, or your shins. Letting your upper body completely relax as you get a stretch in the back of the legs. Slowly lift yourself back up and come into a comfortable seated position. Let the arms relax and let the eyes close down. Take a couple of deep breaths here where you are. Take a moment to tune back in and notice how you feel. With your next breath, bring your hands together in prayer position at the center of your heart. Take this time to simply thank yourself for showing up for your practice. I appreciate you joining me for this yoga flow today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the mat again soon. Namaste. If you enjoyed this class, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel to support free yoga. You can check out my yoga app linked in the description box down below for more exclusive yoga videos. Again, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.